government and Infosys are working together. I had of course called them twice, also drew the attention of Nandan Nilekani, and they are working together with us. They are also being helped by the Institute of Chartered Accountants Association of India. We have also brought in some tax experts to work with them, and I am hopeful that Infosys will give us the product. Yes, it has been delayed. It's hurt a lot of assessees. We've brought in a portal with a lot of expectation, but many of which had glitches. All that taken on board. I think we should work together to have that done, and I'm confident that Infosys will work out.
And would you say the statement calling them anti-national and also saying that they are trying to destabilize the Indian economy is unfortunate?
Wasn't right. That wasn't right, and I think they've also had a statement coming distancing themselves from whoever wrote it. I think that's not called for, and rightly people have withdrawn themselves from associating themselves with it. That wasn't right at all. Within the country, the risk is we have to keep going with the vaccination. If protection from corona is given to people with the vaccines, I think that would eliminate very many related risks. And therefore, I'm glad that the government's vaccination effort is going well. Even as we talk, I think we'll be touching 75 crores, at least one dose, that is. And hopefully the second dose numbers will also now increase. So with this, I'm confident that on the corona third wave, God forbid, but in case there's a third wave, we'll be able to face, not just because of vaccine, but we have ramped up the capacity of oxygen, intensive care units, hospitals and so on. So I think third wave is something which all of us, like PM always says, sabka vikas, sabka saath, sabka vishwas. But now he very clearly says sabka prayas. Corona is something which is not just only government's thing. Each one of us will have to take it as our own duty towards our neighbor, our friend, our whoever, and the country therefore. So that is one. Second, of course, the challenge which is extraneous is the developments in Afghanistan. And I would think because it is in our neighborhood, even that is something which we'll have to be extremely watchful of. Does it have a bearing on the economy? We don't want it to have a bearing on the economy, but of course we'll have to keep a watch. It has come down. We are doing everything to have things brought in, essential goods imported if necessary. Foreign exchange reserves are also comfortable, so if necessary greater imports can also be allowed without making a harmful impact on our farmers, because we are conscious. We want to make sure that the farmers' produce get their due prices. We don't want to undercut them, undermine them by bringing imports in. But we will be managing the prices. We have given an emphasis on expenditure, that to infrastructure expenditure, health infrastructure. And Prime Minister is closely monitoring every department as regards the quarterly targets. The second wave, of course, hit our first quarter. Second quarter, we've tried pushing, but some residual delay in expenditure has been noted. Hopefully in the third and the fourth quarter, we'll clear that. So slippages, if anything, which should be worrying me, are if they are not spending, the infrastructure spending. But I wouldn't think that would be a worry, because most of the departments are conscious that they should go ahead with it. No, the DFI is moving forward, and I'm sure sooner we'll be able to come up with something.
And do you see disinvestment and privatization perhaps being casualties in this entire thing?
No, I don't think. I'm confident that we'll be moving with disinvestment targets also.
And Air India sales particularly seem to be a matter of huge concern?
No, it's going on. It's going on and keeping the time schedule.
And what about the Air India, which has a debt as of March was around 43,000 crore? Will the government be absorbing some of it?
Well, we'll see how it goes, because you'll know when the tender documents are opened and what offer we have given everybody.